Hi everyone, we are learning how to group objects to solve problems. Let's take a look. We're going to review the idea of groups and we're going to organize 3 groups of 2 students. So let's just double check that we've got everything here. Let's count our groups. I've got 1 group here, 2 groups, 3 groups. Altogether, I have 3 groups. Now, let's see how many students we have in each group. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have 2 students in each group. Now, I know that's equal because it's all the same. Now, all together, let's see how many there are. I'm going to count from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So altogether I have 6. 3 groups of 2 make 6. Now we're going to practice making equal groups. Now here I have 2 groups of basketballs. Okay, so here's one group and here's another group. And in each group I have 3. Let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now to find the total, remember we need to add them together. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 groups of 3 make 6. Now I want you to have a go at doing this one on your own. You can pause this video and then come back to it to check your answer. Here I have 3 groups of 2. I have 1 group of stars, another group of stars, and another group of stars. That's 1, 2, 3. And in each group, I have 2. Now altogether, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 groups of 2 makes 6. Let's look at these problems. Now again, I would like you to pause the video and you can complete these number sentences and then come back and double check. So here I have 3 groups of 3. Now let's just double check these ones as well. 1, 2, 3. There are my 3 groups, and in each group I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In each group, I have 3 blocks, and they are equal because they are all the same amount. Now, to find our total, we need to add them together, just like repeated addition. So let's count them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 groups of 3 makes 9. Now let's look at our bananas. And there are 2 spots now where we need to fill it in. 4 groups of something makes something. So let's figure this one out. We have our 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in each group, we have 2 bananas. I can see that there are 2 bananas in each group because I know what 2 looks like. So 4 groups of 2 makes, now let's add them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Altogether we have 8 bananas. 4 groups of 2 makes 8. Now our last one, we have apples. How many groups of apples do we have? Let's count them. 1, 2. I have 2 groups of how many apples are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 apples in each group, and this is equal because it is the same amount. 2 groups of 4 makes, now let's count them all up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 groups of 4 makes 8. Okay, now we're going to look at something a little bit different. We're going to look at making equal rows. And when we make equal rows, this can help us solve different problems. Now, a row is a number of things that is in a straight line, and the line must go across like this. So it's going horizontal. This is vertical, but horizontal goes across like this, and this is called a row. So look at all of our animals I have. And first of all, let's just count them and see how many we do have. Okay, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so here I have 12 animals, and I want to be putting them into equal rows. Have a little think. How could we do this? On the next slide, I'm going to show you an example, and then I want you to have a go on your own. Okay, this is what I've come up with. I put mine into 3 equal rows. Here you can see there's 1 row and another row and another row. And altogether I have 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 straight lines going across with all of my objects. Now in each row, I have got 4 animals. And we'll just double check that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I have made 3 rows, and it's kind of just like our groups. I've made 3 groups, and in each group or row, I have 4 animals. Okay, I will show you one more example, and then on a piece of paper, I would like you to have a go on your own. Okay, now this way, I've made 2 rows. I've made 2 groups. Here, let's just double check. 1, 2. There are 2 rows or 2 groups. And in each row, I have 6 animals. Now I'm just going to count them with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here I have made 2 rows with 6 animals in each row. Can you think of any other ways that we could put them into equal rows? And remember, equal means that is the same amount. Have a go on a piece of paper. Okay, what we're going to do here is put the numbers in the boxes to label the rows, and I'm going to need your help to count these. Let's have a look. The first one is done for us, and it says 1 row of. Okay, so how many puppies do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 row of 5. Now let's look at this one. I have 2 rows here. I've got 1 up the top and then 1 underneath. I've got 2 rows, and how many in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 rows of 4. Let's look at our fish now. How many rows do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 rows of 3. And now they are equal because it is the same amount in each row. Now let's look at our little birds. Here I have 1, 2. I have 2 rows. And how many do I have in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's just check that the second row has the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 rows of 5. Okay, let's look at our little rabbits. Now I want you to do this one all on your own, and you can just do this on a piece of paper. Now it can be a little bit tricky to draw rabbits, but you could draw a circle or some squares to represent our rabbits. Now remember to count each row and then how many bunnies you have in each row. And remember, they have to be equal. They need to be the same amount. 3 rows of 4. Hopefully you got that answer.